Weston beach race wouldn't be the same without the quads and sidecars. There's also the big 4x4 quads in the mix here as well, and there's always something different and fun to watch out for. Due to the storm, there was a change in the schedule this year, and these guys will be the first to hit the beach. In the quad class, Jamie Morgan returns to try and defend his title, but he'll face fierce competition from the current British and European quad champion and former beach race winner, Harry Walker. As always, Steve Atkins will be one to watch out for on his 4x4, and in the sidecar category, the reigning champions Alan Davis and James Ferguson return to face off against the current British champions Brett Wilkinson and Joe Millard. There will be plenty of action and plenty of battles to keep an eye on, so let's go racing. It was an early start for these guys due to that revised schedule, with the race kicking off at 8:30 AM. But the riders and the fans were ready and eager for the carnage to commence. As always, we saw plenty of mayhem on the first dunes. The track was slightly different this year, but that didn't mean it wasn't a serious challenge, even for the best riders and teams in the world. As we can see here, Millard and Wilkinson didn't have the best of starts. It would be a long race for them, and for a lot of others. The beach race is a challenge like no other, and the quads and sidecar riders certainly provide a spectacle that cannot be matched anywhere else. This year the race length was shortened from 3 hours to 90 minutes, which meant that we saw higher speeds and more intense battles. talk about some of the standout rides. Carl Bunce put in a stellar performance on board his 111 machine in the quads class to claim the 3rd spot on the podium, but he had to fight for it. Early on, the number 3 of Zach Orchard and the number 2 of Steve Atkins set a fast pace. But Bunce never stopped charging. He made this pass on Orchard in the final moments of the race to seal away the final podium position. In the sidecar class, we've already seen that Millard and Wilkinson had some major problems on lap 1. But they fought like warriors to climb all the way to 3rd position by the end. It was a heroic ride from the GP team. Absolutely dominated. These guys showed us why they are the reigning champions with another superb ride. They led from the start and made a challenging circuit look easy.